Hi, Martin from TourTech again. We have been talking about the suspension of the motorcycle. Together with the suspension comes the rims and the tires. I have chosen the axle rims. We have them in the portfolio as a standard from TourTech. But the good thing is what you can do here with the axle rims, you can really configure them yourself. So I wanted to have a black bike with some little nice features where you can see just little pieces of a different color. So you see that I chose the rim in black, that I chose the spokes and the nipples here also in black, and that the hub is in a kind of yellow golden color. I personally think it looks really, really great, but it's not only the looks, it is more or less also the features of an axle rim. So what is the benefit of an axle rim? I mean, you're coming from the off-road segment.
Yes, the Hahn wheels with the axle rims are the best wheels you can get for a bike. They are well known in motorsports, used in motorsports, off-road and on-road. It's the best wheel you can get.
I mean, I have been looking at many different manufacturers, and there are some good ones and cool ones, and also good brand names out there in the market. You can choose a tubeless version for the Africa Twin, and you can use the tube version. I was not really sure what I take. I mean, the tubeless version really has the benefit that you can repair the tire on the fly. It's much easier. On the other hand, it is a really new thing for the Africa Twin, and I have been using the axle rims on many bikes in the last years, also on the adventure country tracks. So in the end I decided for the proven version where we have the knowledge that it works. If you look at the rim itself, it is really durable, and when you are off-road having a more or less stony track, it really works much better than the original rim. If you're coming to the tire, I mean, I've been using so many different tires in the past years. Especially on the trip, we have been using different brands. We started more or less with the Tourance, Metzeler Tourance, which is a great road tire. I think it lasted more than 20,000 kilometers when we were on the trip in North America. When we went into the south, went into Mexico, we were using the MT21 tire from Pirelli, and further down in South America, actually, we have been using everything that was round and black and fit to the rim. But what is the benefit of this one? I mean, the Metzeler Karoo 3 really is a good tire when it comes to the road. It also works in the wet, with the rain. But mainly what I like it is a good combination between having a road tire and having an off-road tire. Because also on the adventure country tracks we have been using these quite extensively. You're always going on-road, you're going off-road in a mixture. And this tire makes it both, and it lasts quite long, so it's durable. This is why we have chosen this also for the Africa Twin. Additionally to this is when you're talking about a tube tire. On the trip we have been using a little bit bigger or thicker tubes, which makes the tire more durable. So if you're riding over a screw or a nail, a lot of times this just doesn't affect the tire because it is too big and too thick to go through. In the end, with two bikes on 90,000 kilometers, we just had one flat tire, and I think this is pretty spectacular. I really do not want to change that tire on the road. When we put it on here, it's quite stiff. If you just want to do that on the road, it's going to be pretty hard. Nevertheless, it is a pretty cool tire. We've been talking a lot about the suspension, we've been talking about the rims, we've been talking about the wheels. Now we need to start measuring the suspension. You said we need to measure the suspension in the original version before, as the first step?
Yes, we will measure the sack and test the damping of the original suspension, so we have a compare to the new suspension afterwards.
Okay, so I think building in a suspension into a motorcycle is really a complicated thing. I would recommend to do that in a proper workshop. This is why we start doing it now, because our colleague from the workshop, who is a knowledgeable guy for the suspension, he needs 2 or 3 hours for this. I can't really help him with this. We'll do a little bit filming for it, but I'll try to help him with all the other parts. We'll explain to you all the other products that we put on the bike, and I hope I will be able to help him putting those parts on the bike later on.